Do you ever feel stuck when writing Facebook ad copy? You sit down and you start to write and you just feel stuck. You almost have writer's block and it's very difficult for you to write the ad copy. Well, today I'm gonna show you guys a simple trick that we follow to help us craft high converting Facebook ad copy and get over specifically that writer's block when I'm going down to write some Facebook ad copy. Okay, so before we get started, if you're new to the channel and you're not sure who I am and you wonder why I'm credible for being able to teach this type of stuff, my name is Nick Theriot. Done over $50 million in online revenue for our client accounts, and we basically specialize with Facebook ads, advertising, and marketing fundamentals. I own a Facebook ads agency and I also coach students to help them with their Facebook ads. If you click the links below, have Nick Theriot mentor you or have Nick Theriot run your ads, and I'll take you to the proper spot for basically me to help you. Now, before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and let's dive into the video. So, easy trick to improve Facebook ad copy. And look, I've been in that position before. You get in your, whether your pen and paper or your Google Doc, and you go and sit down and start to write some ad copy. And it's just like mental struggle. You don't really know what to do. Okay. So, you see all these other people online who like sit down, they write some amazing copy, and you're just like, how does it just kind of pour out of their mouth? And that's the biggest misconception people have, is that, hey, I'm just gonna sit down, I'm gonna start writing, and it's just gonna be beautiful, well done. Okay, that's actually far from the truth. So what we like to do, and what I'm gonna show you guys in this video, is split that up of writing that ad into 4 different stages. Okay, these 4 different stages are basically rewrites each time that's going to improve the ad copy with each stage. So let's go ahead and look at the first stage. Okay, the first stage is that, hey, when you go to sit down and either pen and paper or sit down in a Google Doc and you start writing, the first thing is a rough draft. You just need to spill things out of your head. Okay, just spill things out of your head. Do not worry about editing it. Don't worry about the grammar. Don't worry about the flow. Don't even matter if it makes sense or not. Just spill the things out of your head that you want to articulate in your ad copy. Okay, so what this is going to do is, it's just like a lot of people, when they start writing, they start doing a rough draft and like, oh, this doesn't really sound good. Let me stop, or let me try to tweak that. And they get caught up in the editing and grammar flow process to where they lose that creative touch to it, and they can't articulate their thoughts correctly because they're so worried about these other little things. First stage is just simple getting out of your head onto a piece of paper or a Google Doc, whatever you're using to write your ad copy. Okay, now what we want to do is basically do a strategic rewrite. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to review that rough draft after it's been complete, and we want to start going through it and looking at adding in the marketing fundamentals that we have learned, things to add that marketing twist to it. Okay, enhance it by really creating more desire for your product. Okay, or increasing desire for your product. Okay, through intensification, or maybe creating more belief that your product will give them the results they want through gradualization. Or showing off, do I need to show off the mechanism? Do I need to leverage the mechanism other competitors are using? Or do I need to introduce a new mechanism through mechanization? Okay. Or redefinition, where redefinition is the 3 reasons why people don't buy. And redefinition is, simple. Is the product simple enough? If not, then how can we make it seem more simple? Price, are they going to compare it to a cheaper alternative, making our product more expensive? Or are we going to compare it to a more expensive standard to make our product seem more cheap? Okay. And then the last one, which is not important enough. Can we make our product more important enough? Then concentration, which concentration is more around the, looking at competitors, identifying their weaknesses, and showcasing how our product does all these amazing things without those weaknesses of other competitors' products. And then lastly, identification. Does it speak to our ideal consumer? Okay, if I'm creating an ad specifically for people who are into bodybuilding and like hardcore weightlifting, am I showcasing and appealing to a yoga girl? You know, am I appealing to the right specific identity that I want to appeal in my ad? Okay. These are all things that we add into that ad copy if we didn't do it already in the rough draft, which again, the rough draft is just getting it out of your head. And as you become a better marketer, you'll naturally start doing these things. But sometimes these things just don't come naturally, and you have to actually be able to work on these specific things. Now, if you go watch my 4-part series, How to Create Facebook Ads That Convert Advanced Guide in 2023, I talk about all these specific advanced techniques in that specific video. So just full transparency on that. There's 4 parts of that. It's a very long series, but it's very, very detailed, and it goes over some very high level marketing fundamentals. So stage 2, you're just trying to like season the meat in that sense right here. Here's just taking the meat, throwing it in the pan. Here's stage 2, where now you're starting to add some seasoning to it to make it a little bit more feisty and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now, stage number 3 is rewriting for style. Okay. Now, this is where basically you're going to do a taste test of the meat. Okay. And what you want to do is now you want to improve readability. Okay. So maybe you realize your ad is super long and it's just a very long, boring read. Well, what can we do to improve that readability? Can we shorten it? Can we remove some information and cut the fat off the meat, okay, to make it a little bit more, you know, straight to the point? Maybe we can make it more entertaining, okay? Is there any way we can make it more entertaining? Can we add more descriptive words, okay? Maybe our word choice just wasn't really that great, okay? So how can we add maybe some more descriptive words? Can we have more big impact words, okay? Maximize profits, enhance profits, okay? Break through revenue barriers in your business, okay? And then lastly, like I said, cut the fat, okay? So just rewriting it for more from a style perspective, okay? Now, you don't necessarily have to rewrite it, but just simply if you're like using a Google Doc, which is what we use when we write all of our ad copy, just simply go in and make that tweak. Make that conscious decision of, hey, first stage, I'm just gonna throw everything on my mouth. Second stage, I'm just going to season the meat. Third stage, I'm going to rewrite it for style. I'm gonna tweak it and cut it up a little bit more to where now it's nice and you know, to how long I want it. Again, length is depending on your product. Some products need a long, you know, more length in the ad to sell a product. Some products need less length, okay? It depends on the product, okay? Now, stage 4 is where you're doing your taste tests, okay? So here is where, or stage 3, you did your taste test. Now we're just simply putting it in the plate and we're serving it to people. Okay. So stage number 4, we're rewriting it for flow. Okay. The simple thing you want to do here is you want to go ahead and just simply say and like read your ad copy out loud. Just like I'm sitting here talking to you guys on this camera. Just sit down and literally say your whole ad copy. Read it out loud. Do you ever have those moments where you kind of stutter for a second because it's hard to like, you know, like, hey, this doesn't really like flow well? That's something you need to rewrite, okay? If it's hard to read, you need to rewrite it, okay? You just need to make that conscious effort and make sure you talk out loud when you're reading it, and it should flow and sound natural like this conversation I'm having with you guys on the camera, okay? And if anything doesn't make sense, immediately fix it. Now, you might be asking, where do I apply this? You know, is it just a Facebook body copy? It's actually not. It's a couple different areas. You can do your landing page as well. You can do your sales page. You can do your emails on a daily basis. There's pretty much everywhere you can apply this that deals when you're articulating words in a sales message, okay? So you can see right here, this is our ad concept script. And if you go look at my YouTube video, how to write a Facebook ad concept 2023, I go over how I put all this together, but I have 3 key things here. All right, V1, that's just the body copy. And for this particular copy right here, we're doing a video. So because I'm doing a video, I do short copy and everything explained in the video, okay? If I do a photo, I'll typically do longer to medium copy and a really just kind of engaging photo, okay? So I apply these 4 stages in my body copy. I apply these 4 stages in my Facebook headline, and I've also applied these 4 stages in the video script for this particular ad. Okay, so you can apply it to your creative concept, your body copy, and your Facebook headline, all 3 key areas. Okay, so yeah, this is a simple trick that I recommend you guys using, which is just basically going to help you write higher converting ad copy by essentially just thinking better. You're thinking about this in a perspective that allows you to build up the copy. I think a lot of people, like I said, just sit down and they expect to write down this really enhanced thing. And no, the more I learn from copywriters and a lot of successful copywriters and marketers and stuff like that is that they piece everything together. Okay, so You might just do a rough draft, then you'll piece together in the second stage some of those little higher level marketing techniques. Then in the third stage, you'll piece together more of like the style and the flow and all that good stuff. And in the fourth stage, you're just making sure it's readable out loud in that case right there. So definitely go ahead and apply this. Let me know in the comments below how this helps your business, because I would love to see you guys do some better ad copy and help you guys kind of take some of that burden off there for you. So before we end the video, guys, again, if you questioning some of the stuff that we do for our clients and you're kind of curious that might be able to help you, click the link below to have Nick Theriot run for your ads, book a free strategy session with me. Also too, from a coaching side, click the link below, have Nick Theriot mentor you for coaching and mentoring in that side right there. And before we end, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that's it, guys. My name is Nick Theriot. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.